INFJ. No way am I an INFJ. Am I? No, no, probably not. Because some guy
I mean,
typed me
it's
as INFJ.
possible maybe, but
Yeah. How do you
I don't know.
tell? Okay, so let's compare since we're the only ones left. Like, let's compare the idea of like how it was when you were a kid or something. I used to meditate a lot. I used to meditate what it's like to be cut. I did watch conspiracy theories, by the way. I used to meditate a lot what it's like to be cut by a knife, and I would actually search facts on how other military soldiers were cut by knives, and I would see the pain. I would imagine the pain inside my mind, and I'll put myself into a virtual world and understand the experience of how it went through.
Mhm.
I did that as a kid. I also looked up these like scientific death stories of like Agent Orange, how people first time tried to open it in war and ended up like killing themselves along those lines. For conspiracy theory, I searched Magellan's, the U.S. power grid system, and a couple of porphyria diseases
Hmm.
in that nature. Let's see, what else did I do? Most of the time I wasn't really talkative at birth, and I was just really silent, kind of just observing my parents and things going around me.
It's
So I did.
interesting. I was a lot more outgoing as a kid.
As a kid, you were a lot more outgoing.
Very rambunctious. If I stubbed my toe on a corner, I'd look for someone to punch.
Oh shit!
Just like no, but just very out there. I liked acting and doing everything. So be like, just like a lot of different
Okay.
stuff like that. And it wasn't until I started moving towards my teenage years that I started slowing down and getting more like withdrawn.
Becoming more mature. Were
Well,
you?
yeah, in some ways becoming more mature, but in other ways becoming more antisocial.
Oh, I see. Well, they go together. What about the idea that have you ever started fights at school when you were all
Yeah.
that outgoing? You did?
Yeah.
I had one guy. Tell me if you had the same thing. I had one guy. He didn't like the idea that I was crossing his football field, and he would always pick fights with me.
Uh-huh.
And he'll be like, "I don't like your face," and I'll just like start like well, not really throwing punches. I had this kind of we would enter a fight. Everybody would gather around us, and I would be afraid to punch him in the face because I thought it was disrespectful. So I'd try to punch him on his arms, and he would try to punch me in the face, obviously, and I'll try to duck it a couple of times. But I was fighting this kid
Well,
for
Hannah.
Hello.
around hello hi for around what was it, like a year straight. Does that sound similar?
No, mine
Yes.
mine weren't that
Was it what
prolonged. I didn't really have like consistent bullies
yeah.
or anything like that. In fact, in some instances, I was actually more the instigator than I was the person getting bullied.
Oh, I see. So you were like sometimes like yeah, questioning people
Yeah,
probably too much. Yeah.
and it was like
Cleanser
I typically
society.
got caught immediately though. It's like I pushed one kid,
Yeah.
and then it was like a second later, my teacher came in and was like, "To the office now."
Yeah, lol, not good. I
And I was
know.
very sad in the office, and I was like, "I didn't mean to do it. It was an accident." Stuff like that.
Oh my god. But why did you push that kid? Oh, I had a funny story. So there was a guy, and he basically thought that he would be able to bully people in class as soon as the teacher walked in. But my logic is very different. And basically, he decided to bully people and make them give their money to him. So what I decided to do is I decided to wait till the teacher goes into class, and at that moment I would beat him up. We would have a fight in class, and I would just beat him up, because he was being a show off, and he would understand that he shouldn't run his mouth all the time. That's basically what I would do. But he was very massively abusive to the point where I thought that I need to get violent. And that's when I got violent. I know it's kind of sad. I guess people could solve conflicts another way. But this guy was,
I would have gotten more violent if I had, like actual people doing that.
I beat up like 24 people who were like the school's badasses. I just came in because the guy pissed me off and I have psychosis. I sometimes, not psychosis, psychotic turn-ons like this. So the guy was going in a row and telling people what to do. I had a very bad day, and my parents tell me that we were living poor. I used to sleep. My mom used to work at airports, and I used to sleep beside her on the bench. So whenever a guy like that comes up to me and he asks me for my lunch money, and I was sleeping in the airport without a home, I flipped the fuck out and started punching that guy's face like no tomorrow.
Mhm.
And that's because, yeah, but that's my type of person. But he was very, very abusive to people. And even though knowing the facts, just the point, I calculated the idea that, okay, maybe this guy was abused in his family, so he's being abusive to other people. And this is what I mean by having not very little, not so much empathy, knowing some facts, and that there is possibilities that he could be, just harmless and, expressing himself in angry ways. I still wouldn't care, because I see an immediate danger. I see an immediate problem, and I don't look into, the understanding of what could have been the issue. But I am considerate, kind of. I wouldn't. So yeah, I was the guy who basically conquered all the bullies in school, all of them. But I'm not an angel, so that's what I mean. But I'm sort of like that second man that comes in, second class clown, and I'm serious. I was a serious guy, and second man, when things go wrong, I come in and I solve the conflict, and then things are all right. And I don't care. To me, it's no ego. To me, it was a public interest. Just leave the point. At that point, what do you think? Ian? INTP, I would protect you. I would.
Susanna's like, oh Jesus.
It makes no logical sense, right? Or it does make logical. I wonder.
No, it's just
It's really
he's
brutal.
like, ah!
Yeah.
No, I
brutal.
don't need a lot of protection.
It's brutal. Yeah, I know. But I can't. Oh my god. INTPs are like my favorite type.
No,
I
we are
don't-
ice cold, feelingless people apparently.
No, but that's by stereotype, I think, or by reality.
Why
I don't care.
not? Why not ISTPs?
No, but ISTPs are good sensors. They could see right through you. They could take a snapshot of what you're thinking and they'll tell you it to you. But ISTPs are going to be S types. They're going to start, they're not going to accept intuition. They're going to start playing games with you. They're going to try to make you crazy. And then they'll be like, you need. No, it's like
They're not just hands down gonna be like, oh, since I'm a sensor, I'm just gonna fuck with this
No, but
person.
STP, social games,
STP
Yeah.
social games.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I don't know
I
if
know
it's so much
ISTP.
social games as much as social boredom.
Yeah, maybe it's social boredom. I heard, I remember talking to an ESFJ, and she told me she was hit by a bus. That's why she. See, I laugh at that. That's naturally what I
No,
laugh
but-
at.
Listen, all these different things you're trying to qualify as like narcissistic. You might as well throw me into that line because it's like if you're laughing at somebody getting hit by a bus, I laugh at shit like that too.
Yeah. So basically, she got hit by a bus, and she's telling me that she has another disorder. She's telling me that's why she is abusive and insecure. When she's abusive and insecure about things. And I just can't take it, I look at it and I'm like, okay, this is totally logical. And I have that side of me that's like laughing at my ass off because it's just stupid. Like, oh my god, like I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it into real perspective, but It's funny. It's just funny to me, and I laugh because the image that builds up in your head is absolutely hilarious. Especially how the IS types try to be cunning with trying to get you to submit to their ideology. I see them as a bunch of people who are like those church advisors that will tell you like you don't have no individuality, don't worry, just believe in our bullshit. like that's how I see it. Like I remember reading about described and ascribed lifestyles, and I'm like, okay, yes, this is exactly what it is. And plus a lot of the times those IS types are very sadistic individuals by their nature of what they feel or think about. So, even though they're very traditionally oriented, at the same time they're very prone to being different with the way they think about things, see things in general.
Ken, did you meet the other Norwegian girl who was in here?
No? Why?
She was ESTP, and
God damn it.
and Eric is going to make a video about our interaction, me and her.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah.
Did it not go well?
It went well for me, I think.
Lol. Sorry.
Who's the ESTP girl?
Oh, she has only been on here like twice. Some Norwegian girl who refused to give us a name.
Huh.
So the first
The
name.
one ISFJ, the ISFJ girl, right?
No.
No.
No. Oh.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
the ESTP. So how'd the interaction go? What was the problem? What was the issue? What went down?
You
Well-
will see.
Oh, see?
You will see the video.
Oh,
Was it like a
She was a complete bitch,
ah?
contradicting
Holy.
herself.
I see.
she was sadistic and narcissistic, and you
Damn,
were
dude, with the
able
labels,
to-
man. Can't people
No,
for
but
people? Holy shit.
No, but
I
this
just
one was-
feel it. I feel it. I could feel it. That's why
I can feel it.
I could do an ESTP. It's so easy. It's like, okay, so what? Like today we're gonna be talking about my deadbeat personality. Okay, guys. So what are you saying? Are you saying that you're like that's how I see it. It's like get a person drunk and you'll sound like Donald Trump. I just want to make America great again. Yeah, America great again. What do you think about the nuclear triad? Well, I don't think about the nuclear triad. I just want to make America great again. That's what I love. See, from
Let's
the
build
birth
a
of
wall.
my nature. Yeah.
I love that picture. It's like sometimes we don't build walls to keep people out.
Oh, by the way, do you know what they're doing right now? The Mexicans decided to build their own wall, so you can't finish the wall.
Just
They decided to
In the
build a
way.
private. Yeah,
I get
that's a
fed
smart
up a
way
lot
to do
with
it.
politics just because at a larger
Mhm.
scale, it's harder for me to comprehend what's going on.
No, well, right now it must be fucking annoying.
With the politics.
No,
Yeah.
to be honest, I've buried my head in the sand about a lot of stuff because I used to care more about politics in my teenage years, and I started I didn't actually get to the point where I would hyperventilate or stuff like that, but I'd go to bed afraid just because I was actually paying attention to what was going on in the world.
Oh,
I was like,
I
I'm just gonna play video games instead. No, I'll do this.
Donald Trump and Putin. Oh no. And Putin is gonna launch a missile on the US because Donald Trump can't do anything about it because he still didn't reach his presidency. Imagine Putin just welcoming Donald Trump by launching a nuke at America. It's like, yeah, let's have fun.
Honestly,
party.
If there's a
you
nuke,
will vote.
I hope it's
I hope it's like
either
a
I hope it's a direct hit on me, so I die for sure, or I want it to not actually reach me because I don't want to be in that weird zone of where I'm just irradiated for the
Yeah,
next year until
fallout.
I die.
Yeah, isotopes, metal isotopes, and the idea that you need to wait out 2 weeks without any cell phone reception. Yeah.
I can feel like I'll cross that bridge when I come to it if there's a nuclear missile or something. But okay, so this chick was a total bitch apparently.
Wait. Could you describe how your conversation went with the ESTP? It's interesting.
She came in